because we trust that they will try that on with their empathic ability, right? And then they'll say, oh, wow, I didn't mean to make you feel that way. I'm really sorry. That would be the expectable outcome. But for an emotionally immature person, they don't imagine the internal psychological reality of other people. They just don't conjure that up. And so other people's subjective experiences are really not on their radar. And if you have empathy, this is almost impossible to conceptualize, that you wouldn't be thinking about or monitoring or registering that other person's emotional experience. That's really hard to imagine for a person who hasn't achieved that yet. They find it very hard to imagine why you would be interested in that. It is a learned skill. I think we have an innate readiness to be empathic, because when we're really little, there's like an automatic responsiveness that's there. If you've noticed, even in babies, they mimic our faces and they show interest and concern to other distressed children. And, so there's something there at the very beginning. It's not all learned, but the ability to sort of imaginatively put yourself in someone else's shoes and imagine what is happening in their mind as well as their feelings. That's something that some people develop and some people don't. There's another part of it too, and that is that emotionally immature people see the reality that they need to see. I talked about that with the feelings, but there's another dimension to it, which is, like a little more foundational, that's even more worrisome, which is that if you present a reality to them that they don't like, or threatens to send them into that tailspin of low self-esteem, or really, I should say, obliterated self-esteem, then they really go into something that changes the reality. It's an excellent defense. I mean, because you can't get past it, but they distort, dismiss, or deny the reality that you're presenting to them. So if you said, to your parent, I want to tell you how I felt when you said this or whatever, and the effect that that has on me and the effect that that's having on our relationship. And they'll say, I didn't say that, or I didn't do that, or don't be so silly. Or they say, no, I said this other thing, and that was after you said this thing. You're like, no, that's not true. Why are they so mixed up? It's not that they're so mixed up, it's that they pull things that create the reality that help them to feel best about themselves. And that is such an immediate, defenses are immediate, they're involuntary, they're automatic. It isn't like we sit around dreaming up what we're going to say next. It's like they are there. They're saying those things that I just mimicked. As quickly as you say something to them, they've got an answer like that. And it makes it extremely hard to reach any kind of understanding, them not being self-reflective. So they're not asking themselves the question, oh, we're having this conflict. Could it be something I did? Or, is there some truth in what they're telling me? That no, because they're so defended at that point. And and one of their favorite defenses is projecting blame. Okay.
Yeah, that one. I've been on the receiving end of that one.
We all have. And it feels incredibly unfair.
It does.
But a part of what they're doing with that is they're, in a way, reconstructing reality so that they don't feel so imperiled or so vulnerable.